Good afternoon, Oak Hills Highlander sports fans. Today I have the pleasure of sitting here with the latest sports celebrity of the Highlanders, Elizabeth Cron. Elizabeth, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Congratulations on all your success this year.
Thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time to interview me.
You're very welcome. You're in the class of 2018, so that tells me you're a freshman and you had a bunch of records. Let me go through some of your success this year and give you those accolades. You came in 5th in the state of Ohio in Canton, which is a huge honor, whether you're a senior, junior, sophomore, freshman. 3rd place at districts, 1st place at GMC. You broke Oak Hills records both on the 6 and 11 dive records, and you broke the pool record at Mason. What a year for your freshman year.
Yes, thank you.
In kind of a couple sentences, how would you describe your first high school season in diving?
It's really been amazing. All of the support from my teammates, both in my club team and on the school team, both swim and dive team, have been just absolutely amazing. And all of the coaching has been phenomenal, and just all the recognition that I've got has been absolutely outstanding.
When you went into your season, I'm guessing that you had a high bar set. Did you have these goals? Did you surpass the goals that you set in preseason? Kind of give me a little background on what you said in preseason, if you achieved those.
My goal before the season started was to make it to state, and once I got to state I didn't really care how I did, and I definitely surpassed the goal because I didn't really expect to make it to the last cut of the state meet, and to make it onto the podium and not only make 5th, that surpassed my expectations by a long shot.
How about the environment in Canton? Was that special or what?
That was amazing. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Let me move on to the next. Once you had your success at Canton, we came back to school here on Monday. You had an indoor celebration. You had the band. It was like the president was visiting school. Talk to the fans about that celebration.
It was just so nice, and I was so grateful for my school, and it really showed me how much my school cares about each of their students, and it was hard for me to hold back tears while I was walking down and saw my coach down at the end of the hallway. Very
nice. I know when I was loading all your success on the website, at one point I think 5 of the 10 slides on oakhillsports.com were all of you. So it was so you almost had the monopoly going. Let's give a little background to the fans that have just discovered Elizabeth Cron. How long have you been diving?
I've been diving for 5 years, and this is actually 5.5, and it will be 6 this summer.
And then off season, where do you practice?
Usually at UC, and then occasionally at Mason High School.
Okay, very good. 2 nice pools. Do you belong to, I wanted to give a shout out to your local summer pool. I'm sure that they would love to hear you give them a shout out.
Without Oak Hills Swim and Racket, I would not be diving at all.
So how long have you belonged there?
5 years.
Very nice. How about, athletes' success are always attributed back to trainers, coaches, anybody in particular that you would like to thank?
I would like to thank Brandon Unthing, because without him, I wouldn't have started diving at all, and we definitely wouldn't be having this conversation.
Right.
And also my club coaches, Paul Glassman, Lori Rapp, and Kevin McElhaney, and they have really helped me improve throughout the 5 years, as well as Brandon, and all 4 of them have really worked well together to build me as a diver and as a person.
I know my wife swam for the Marlins, and I know how much time she put in being a competitive swimmer. Is diving very similar in the amount of time that you put in?
I would have to say so, and I also think that the more time you put in, the better you're going to be, and I think that's true with most things.
Right.
But some people think that you have to put in an exquisite amount of work.
Sure.
In order to be decent. And
right.
And I've had people ask me, why don't you do any other sports besides diving? Because otherwise, if I wanted to be as good as I am with diving, it just doesn't allow any other time to do anything else.
Well, it's a good life lesson for anybody that's watching this. You work hard in anything in life, and in most cases, you're going to be a better success.
Yes.
Well, once the dust settles, Elizabeth, after we get through the season and you relax a little bit, what kind of goals will you set for this summer, for next year's season? I'm certain that you'll set them fairly lofty.
Yes. This summer, with my club team, I usually go to AAU Nationals.
Okay.
And those also have prelims and finals, and I've never made it to the finals before, so I'm going to try and make it to the finals on both 1 and 3 meter this year. And then as far as next year goes, I want to do even better at state. So I want to give 4th place or above at state next year.
Perfect. Well, listen, I appreciate it. We're sorry we got you out of biology class.
That's okay. Thank you very much for taking the time.
Spend some time getting to know you. Congratulations again on your season.
Thank you very much.
And then best of luck your sophomore year next year.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.